Good morning, folks. Welcome back. It's John Pettipas. 8 minutes past 7 o'clock in the morning on the morning now of Friday, the 25th day of March, 2022. Members of the European Parliament, that's in Brussels. European Parliament in Brussels, Belgium. They take, and several people sent me a piece last night, and I seen it in mainstream television. This is Justin Trudeau. Only one arrogant bastard. I met him again in 29th of August of 2013. I thought he was a cocky little bastard then, and nothing's ever changed my opinion of him since. European MEPs, this European Parliament, blast Trudeau over COVID rights violations. It seems Justin Trudeau isn't welcomed by some members of the European Parliament. During a preliminary session in Parliament Wednesday in Brussels, several MEPs, members of the European Parliament, called Trudeau out, accused him of violating human rights over the handling of the Freedom Convoy protest in Ottawa last month. Again, violating human rights over the convoy protest in Ottawa. In a speech just gone viral online, Milik Kovacs of Croatia, the wonderful people of Croats, formerly part of Yugoslavia, now independent country, criticized Canada's leader, stating, quote, "There were those among us who trample on those fundamental values, a reference to some protesters being stamped. The wonderful elderly lady being stamped by an RCMP officer on a horse, and another guy being billy clubbed, and actually cracked the skull and hurt the spine of this nice old lady using her God-given rights of freedom to assemble and protest. Okay? For many of us, fundamental rights for which millions of citizens of Europe and the world have laid down their lives," he said in front of Trudeau, who had addressed the Parliament, quote, "to defend our rights and the rights of our children, which have been acquired over the centuries. Many of us, including myself, are willing to risk our freedom and our own lives." And he goes on, Trudeau, the quasi-liberal boot, we watched how you trample women with horses, how you blocked bank accounts of single parents so they couldn't even pay their children's education and medicine, that they couldn't pay utilities, mortgages, and homes. Quote, "To you, those who may be liberal methods, for citizens of the world, is a dictatorship of the worst kind." That smug little curly-headed pot pusher, it's a dictatorship of the worst kind. And I'm going to take this one step further. This is the man that's never done saying, "Your body, your rights, your body." Okay? Till you be injected with this poison concoction of shit they call the stuff from, interestingly, I'm gonna go here a bit more. There's a piece this morning on Jerry Diaz. He hasn't had his smug little face, speaking of smug, he hasn't had a smug little face on the business news or mainstream media for a while. Diaz accused of taking payments for promoting test kits. Now, Canada's largest private sector union has accused former National President Jerry Diaz of accepting payments for COVID-19 by COVID-19 rapid test supplier in return for promoting the kit to the employees. Okay? The union investigation conducted by an independent external investigator alleges that Diaz violated his code of ethics by taking $50,000 from the maker of the test. The union said Diaz was asked to participate in the probe, and the finals were made without his input, but a hearing is now being held before National. However, he was on medical leave since early February, and now he's resigned just before they announced this. So this is corruption. He's taken $50,000 of your union dues, folks. Taking a bribe. He's taken a bribe. This man here that lives on union dues. In many cases, forced union dues. Anyway, back to Trudeau. One's body. This is a man, and you speak up against abortion, you can't be in the Liberal Party. You take the precious baby, 8.5, 9 months old, and you crush the skull. You break the spine, and you throw the remains in a canister to be picked up by the refuge. I'm going to repeat it. It's disgusting at breakfast, but it's a fact. You take this unborn baby, 8.5, 9 months old, and you crush the soft spot in the skull or break the spine. This is Justin Trudeau. This is also Justin Trudeau that at 29 years old left his position as drama teacher in BC at a private school. And he left late in the school year. But nobody talks about that. He is, after all, a former Prime Minister's son. And yes, if he Free Willy was out and about with underage girls at his school he taught at. And it was the Prime Minister's son. Margaret has roots in the Vancouver area, so Sinclair came from a wealthy family, so one doesn't want to rock the boat, does he? But he's one smug little bastard. Okay, smug. And it was that last night I seen the piece, and the lady that chaired, the chairlady chairing the session of the European Parliament in Brussels, he just sat there like a scolded dog. He sat there like a scolded dog, and she said, Mr. Trudeau, I hope you enjoy your time with us, and you're welcome to come again soon. I hope you enjoy your time with us, and you're welcome to come again soon. With that, I gotta go. This is Justin Trudeau, and he's one smug little bastard. Okay, and he's one hypocrite, and that is the ultra. They talk about the ultra right. That's the ultra left way. That is. By the way, the guy with the little thing on his head there. What do you call him? Jetmit Singh. He made the most ignorant, disparaging remarks I've ever heard of our wonderful truckers. And yet about 40% of truckers are Sikh, and they're wonderful people, most Sikhs, of which this here Jetmit Singh professes to be a member of the Sikh religion, and he made among the most disparaging remarks I've ever heard in truck drivers. Considering about 40% of the truck drivers in some fleets in this country are Sikh, he was running down the hard-working men of his very own religion, of which he professes. And now he made his little deal with Justin Trudeau. There's no honor among thieves, and take faith, people. There's no honor among thieves, and so I'm certain that the marriage of convenience, and that's what it is. It's a marriage of convenience between Justin Trudeau and the Liberal Party and Jetmit Singh, and I'm certain it won't last till 2025. There's no honor among thieves. With that, I gotta go. All the best. God bless. Get a good breakfast yourselves. Share the video far and wide. Thank you very much. Bye for now.